Let me switch out over here. All right, we're back. We're back. Okay, it does say we're live again. So let's click on that and see what it looks like. And I'm going to turn this light off because this light has got a big glare on it. We're going to shut that light down. Let's see, can we get a better light? Okay, that looks better. All right, let's see what this looks like, guys. I got another screen up here. And then I got a screen over here. So I'm basically trying to see which one is going to work properly and give me the best. I don't know if it's the computer. I don't know if it's the laptop that I have, or it's the system that I'm using, or if it is the stream that I'm using. I'm trying to get the stream. All right, I'm almost there, guys. Hold on. We're trying to get this baby working. I'm back on the bus. I'm back on the bus. So now I'm trying to see how this thing will go. All right, I got my remote to check the stream over here. Okay. Let's see, 13 minutes ago. Nope. Let's do another one, different one, and do a live stream from there. Okay, that says I'm live now. Okay, let's see what this one says. That one should be good. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go. All right, guys, I'm Ronnie Mac, owner of the Shops Salons Network, the MrHairArt Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network, bidding you guys the happy how do you do. You are watching the Mobile Salon sponsored MrHairArt show. I am your host, Ronnie Mac. You guys know me as MrHairArt and Coach. And we are live right now. We're live. And we're live on multiple platforms. We're live on multiple platforms. And we're streaming on those platforms right now. So if you like, you can actually go into our chat and speak with me directly. You can go into the chat and speak with me directly through the chat, because we're live. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Twitter, on Twitch, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook, YouTube, multiple different platforms. Discord. We're live on our websites at mobileon.com, xxcharity.org, HairArt TV. We're live on multiple platforms all at the same time. All at the same time. All right. So now is the time. If you guys have questions, comments, suggestions, information you'd like to share or gather, you can do that now with me right now. I got my door open, but the bus is not running, so I'm gonna close the door so that light will go off and not run the battery down. That's one thing I teach and tell people as far as the business goes and the setup for the buses. If you're in the buses and you have the starter bus or the starter package, don't leave the doors wide open for number one, for security reasons, but also it'll leave your lights on, and if your bus is not running where the alternator is will be charging, then you could be looking at a pretty bad situation, because your battery will run down Okay, your battery will run down, and you won't be able to start your bus. And if you can't start your bus, yeah, that's going to be a problem. So multiple things is happening right now for the operation for the buses that I wanted to get archived and put into our system so that everybody has it, and going forward we would have it to move around. Right now we have a lot of changes that we are going through and actually implementing for the business and for the setup. As you know, we are launching the bus. I'm gonna crank this baby up and get that air going because it is warm. It's cooler outside, but it's warm in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and crank it up. And get it going as well. So hopefully y'all can oh yeah, that feels way better now. Yeah, that feels way better. Okay. Hopefully the sound won't be too bad. Hopefully the sound won't be too bad. And I'll check it later and make the proper adjustments so that later on, whatever movement we need to do, we'll do that accordingly. Okay, so right now we're doing a lot of changes and a lot of program manipulation to change the way that the program is being ran and is set up right now. We have, guys, I hate to tell y'all this, and I hate to even be the one to bear this type of news, but with all of the applications that come in and all of the people that are consistently contacting us for the buses, I'm almost happy that we don't have the other buses being shown and all of the other material and units that we have out, the people that we have out. We'd be slaughtered right now. We would have to do something drastic. We would have to literally be doing something way more drastic than we are doing right now. We don't advertise. We don't promote. We don't do any type of, I barely get 100 or a couple hundred people that are watching the show now. And most of those people are already in the program. They're already on buses. They're already in the actual program that we're running right now, the Mobile On program, the buses program. Man, that looks good. Okay, it looks way better now. Yeah, the stream and the quality looks way better than what it was before. It's still not perfect because we still got to put my other cameras in, but it looks way better than what it did before. I don't know what you guys' screen looks like, but ours, this one up here looks real good. Way better than what it did before. I can imagine what the new camera is going to look like. The new cameras is going to be really good. Anyway, so we for all you newcomers, I see a lot of people that come in it's their first time in, and every day, guys, I had 3 or 4 calls today. Every day I get someone calling me directly because I answer the phone as much as I can and talk to, so I can just imagine what my reps and what's secretaries and the receptionists are getting. But when I answer the phone and I talk to people, every single day I get the information that people are saying, hey, I watched your video. I saw you talking about, the buses and the program, and man, this is something that I want. I need this so bad, and so on and so forth. Every day, every single day. And me knowing, I go live right now. We go live on multiple different platforms, but we're not promoting those platforms. These are just for MrHairArt and my clientele or my followers. And most of them are either in the program or they're trying to gear up to get into the program. But every day we're getting new people in that are wanting to get into the mobile salon business. So, which is good. That's not the bad thing. Um, we're working, we're running as fast as we can to get this thing going and make sure that we have everything possible correct. We're trying to get as many things as we possibly can working properly and actually exactly what it needs to be before we launch. Because once we launch, it's, you know, that's it. That's what you'll be known for, and that's what will be in the history books. That's what literally will be, you know, the business. So right now we have a ton of people that are contacting us and a ton of applications coming in all the time. Imagine getting, you know, what, about 30 35 applications a week right now. That's a lot of applications. That's a lot of people wanting to get into buses. Okay. Because we don't make that many buses. We don't make 30 buses a week. Okay. We don't make 10 buses a week. We're barely, you know, trying to crank out 5. We're barely trying to crank out 5 buses a week. And you know, it's a scramble to, you know, to get to that level. But if we speed it up, if we put everything in place and in play, we can get 5 buses out in a week. But most of the time, our guys are doing a bus, maybe 2, to crank out and put on the streets and then ship to wherever it's going to be operating. Here's the problem. Our new facility is going to be up and running here shortly, and that facility is a monster. That facility is that one is able to do 10 buses a week, easy. That facility is a monster. So we can put 10 buses in a week. Now these are remember guys, these are not the fully customized whole hog sort of, you know, put everything in it, you know, gangster buses, the large guys. These are the regular starter buses, the pop them together, cookie cutter. You know, this is what you get into first and ride that until you're used to it. And then you get into the bus that we've been working on for you. So to get used to the program, get used to the business, the bus, all that type of stuff, we crank those buses out. The issue that we have right now is that we're getting a lot of people that are taking the program almost for granted. And I've spoke on this a couple of different times, but it's starting to become a problem now, because the more people hear about us, the more people see us. And again, we haven't promoted anything. We haven't went out and did anything for promotions yet. We're about to. But if we don't fix this problem that we have right now, if we don't fix this problem, it's only gonna get bigger, and then it'll start to become a hindrance for us being able to do business. When people are taking a program for granted, when people are not following the rules and doing what they need to do, or in layman's terms, just reading, just reading. I had 2 people to quit, to basically get out of the program in the last week and a half. And it was because they what they was telling me was they had family issues and they wasn't going to be able to attend or do the program. Okay. Normally that wouldn't be an issue, but once you start the program, everybody knows this whole entire program is built upon finish the program. Go to the school. It's all online. You can do it over your phone. You literally can do it over your phone. So even if you was laid up in the hospital, couldn't get out, couldn't get up and walk around, if you was laid up in the hospital sick, watching TikToks and watching YouTube videos and doing all that, you literally can go through the school because you can do it over your phone. So there's almost no excuse, almost none. But yet these individuals, there's only a couple, but they're they'll jump in and then all of a sudden, hey, I want to get a refund. I want to, get out of the program because I can't do it. I got family issues or family problems or whatnot. And when you cancel without completing the program, without completing the school, that's called an early cancellation. I've said this many times, but it seems like some of us do either are not understanding for whatever reason, or just can't read for whatever reason, or just basically bottom line don't care. And then for all intents and purposes, that's fine. It's just we can't. I can't help you with that. We have a protocol in place. I have sponsors to answer to, and when I talk with my sponsors and say, hey, we got a person that jumped in and went through the school, or went into the school and did the school for about a week, 2 weeks, and now they said they have family problems. They want to quit and get out and get their money back. I've told you all time and time again, the sponsors are going to say no, absolutely not. I've yet to hear a excuse that our sponsors, because we don't work with banks, we don't have financial institutions. This is purely through our sponsors, and our sponsors are looking for dedicated, serious, for real, professional people to invest in. They're putting in $100,000, $100,000, $100,000 to get a bus built for you and them, because they're advertised on the bus. They are not wanting to invest in people that are flaky, or people that are not serious or not professional, or just bottom line doesn't respect the program. They are in some of our sponsors, we have a sponsor group. We have a number of different sponsors. So we have liaisons that work in a sponsor group. They in their words, they say, Coach, we got to set an example. And me being a businessman, very, very strong businessman, I say, I understand that, is there any kind of way? Because some people, I feel for their excuse. I feel for their situation. And, I try to help you. I try to help them to get out and get refunds and go and do whatever it is they're going to do. But again, we're running a business here, not a charity. Our charity is on the other side. This is a business. Over here, it's a business. So think about it with your business. If you was running a business and you had people get into your chair. So let's put it on the most simplest term possible. Sit in your chair, get a haircut, get a hairstyle, start the service, and then literally at the end of it, or even in the middle of it, they say, hey, I'm not going to be able to complete this service. Give me my money back. I got to leave. Okay. Well, that can only happen, 2 times, maybe 3, could possibly stretch to 4 or even 5. But at some point, somebody's going to get real pissed off, and somebody's going to say, hey, we got to put an end to this shit. We cannot have this. We cannot have people booking appointments, setting up time, coming in, getting in my chair, I equip it, set it all up, use neck strips, put them all in, start shampooing, cleaning, scrubbing, start shaving, and then all of a sudden, hey, I gotta go. I can't complete the haircut. Get my money back. I gotta go. Be honest, guys. Be honest. At some point, you're gonna say, no, enough is enough. We gotta put this. We gotta put an end to this. Because I collect, when I do regular hair services, I collect my money at the beginning, at the start of the service. Why? Because people are crazy these days. People are out of control these days. Not everybody, not all. Just there are some, and that sum is too high for it to be negligible. That sum, the sum of the people that are kind of thrown off, that are not all together, that sum is too high. It's too large of a number for me to just let it go. And I don't know who this some is. You could be a perfectly sane person that looks perfectly fine, carry yourself well, everything looks good, all that. And then at the end, turns out to be you're one of them. There's crazy people in the world right now today. I don't want to hear anybody coming to me talking about, no, you got to treat people with respect. You got to help them to do it. No, not when they disrespect you. If somebody came up to you and slapped you in your face right now, as hard as they can, just came up and slapped the shit out of you in your face, what are you going to do? Are you going to do like the Bible say, turn the other cheek? I doubt it. You're going to either let that mother have it, or you're going to call the police so that they can let that mother have it. You're not going to just let it go, because that's not the world we live in. The same thing goes with people that are disrespecting or doing harm to your business. You can't just let that go. You have to number one, you have to protect yourself, and you have to have a retaliation plan. You have to have the ability to protect yourself against craziness and dumb and irresponsible and unprofessional and just plain, you want to stay away from it. You have to be able to protect yourself against that. And you have to be able to retaliate so that it doesn't happen again. I'm 6'3", big black man that's huge. And that, if you look at me, you can tell, this is not all these scars and scratches and stuff. This is not a face that has not had any fights whatsoever. I grew up in the projects. That's all we did was fight. But when I got bigger, when I got stronger, when I started training, when I had the ability to handle myself and hold my own, I stopped having fights. There was no need for me to use my hands anymore and actually fight anymore. And I don't know whether it's because I'm big and menacing looking or scary looking, or if it's the fact that I just have a demeanor of do not play with me. Don't mess with me. Just don't mess with me. Whichever one it was, it stopped all of the people trying me. That's my deterrent. That's my retribution, my ability to stop people from trying me or coming at me. My business has to have the same thing. Your business has to have the same thing. Whether it's you put up a sign that says, we collect monies up front or no refunds. How many no refund signs there are out here that literally tell people, do not come in here playing with us. When you buy, make sure that you want to buy. Make sure that this is a product that you want, and you're not going to be changing your mind because there are no refunds. Period. Make sure this is what you want because we don't do refunds. Now that's a hint and a half for your ass. That's literally way fairer than anything else that any business can do. If they tell you, hey, when you're buying here, think twice, do your research, check, make sure that this is something that you want to purchase because there's no refunds. That's as fair as and balanced as that thing can get. So if I was going into that type of business, I would do my homework, I would do my research, I would actually check and make sure that this is a product that I want to buy, that I want to spend my hard-earned money on, because they just told me ain't no refunds. Now, we don't have that. We do have refunds. We have 100% refunds. We haven't had to give out any refunds, but we do have 100% refunds. No problem. No questions asked at all. Only one prerequisite, only one thing you have to do in order to qualify for a refund, and that's complete the school. That's it. Complete the school. The one that's online, the one that literally is all you can do over your phone, the one that doesn't have any type of requirements that causes people to be able to. And again, the school is going through refurbishment right now. We just got out of one where we revamped the school and upgraded and put it on the larger system because we had so many people coming into the school and wanting to join. So we've spent a lot of money doing that. A lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. We're not talking about a couple $1,000s here. We're talking about a lot of money. So we invested in the school and upgraded and everything, because the school is the only thing we have to shield us from knuckleheads, from people that we don't know and that we would probably not be investing $100,000 into. Okay. People think I'm a millionaire, and so I got plenty of money. I can just throw money. I can just give it away. Just give and no requirements, no work that needs to be done, just free money. No, not me, not my money, and not my sponsors, not their money. It's not happening, guys. It's not happening. And this is on archive. So this will be information, a video that you can go back and watch at any point in time to know where I stand, know where the company stands. It's just not going to happen. Okay. So if you're coming into this business, if you're coming into the school, from here on out, I've already started. So if you've talked to me before in the last couple of days, if you've talked to me and I've seen the little brash, or I've seen the little kind of sharp-edged, you might want to say, because I tell people to their face, yes, it's an awesome program. Yes, it's a one of a lifetime opportunity. All that good stuff. It's all of that. But please do your homework, do your due diligence, check and make sure that this is something that you want to do. Make sure that you're not in and out. Make sure you're not a flaky person. Make sure the money that you're spending is not your last nickel and dime. Make sure this is not something that you're going to need next week. Because if you spend $5,000 and then next week something happens to where you need that money, and then you say, you know what, I can cut the school and just get my $5,000 back. No, you can't. You can't. Because the school is here for a reason. We actually started the school for a reason. It is to filter out people that are undesirable. It is to make sure that we are working with people that we are supposed to be working with. It is to shield us from the bad actors, the non-compliant, the unprofessional, the people that you do not want to do business with. That's what the mobile salon, the online mobile salon school is for. So when you jump into the school and you try to jump back out, that's not going to happen. You're going to have to go all the way through the school, the whole thing. You're going to have to go all the way through the school, get to the end, and then there's a point at the end where it says, is this something you want to commit to? And you'll have to sign a contract to start to get into a bus and then start working. If you don't want to do that, then at that point, you're able to say, no, I'm not going to do it. I'd rather just get my money back. There you go. Just click that box. The next day, we're talking 24 hours. The next day, you get your money sent back to you in whatever form you sent it to us in. Just that easy. At the end of the school, at the end of the course, there's a little box, and it says, you want to continue because we're about to put you into a mobile salon bus so that you can get out here and get to work and then handle your business and do your thing. And then they all the terms and conditions and all that stuff that you'll be getting into, all that you're signing a contract on. Or you can say, no, I don't. This is not something I want to do. I'm not going to continue. I just rather just get my money back. Tick that box. You're released from your obligation because you do sign a contract when you start the school. You're released from that contract, and boom, you get your money back in 24 hours. We part ways, no hard feelings. That's how it works. That's how it works. If anybody tells you it works differently, they're lying to you. I'm the owner. I should know. Okay? So I just caution everybody, and that's all I'm really doing. I'm just cautioning everybody that comes into the school that thinks that this is an overnight thing. It's not. Especially being that we're still putting all of the pieces together. We're still putting all of the pieces of this puzzle together to make sure that it runs smoothly and that it works. Okay, that's where we are right now. I've had to personally kick out a number of people that were in buses already, and they were violating the terms and conditions of the program. You cannot do, and you'll read all of these inside the school. Some of this is proprietary, but you'll understand all of this when you go into the school, and you're still not stuck, because once you complete the school, if you're you're destined to violate one of these things, if you can't run the business without doing this, then you're able to just tick that box, get your money back. But we've had people, because we don't have to check your background and see if you've been arrested XYZ times, or if you're on the run, or you got baby mamas, baby daddies, or you owe this much in child support, or you got judgments against you, all the time. We've had it all. We've had it all. We got prisoners that get out of prison and get into our program, and some of them are doing very well. But we've had a couple that go back to their old ways. You do that, you're out. You do that, you're out, and you will lose your deposit. Absolutely, you will. We've invested a lot of funds and resources into getting this program set up for you. So if you get into this program and violate the terms and conditions, violate the standards that we had, like we had a couple of people that were, I tell the story a lot, that were holding parties. They call them freaknik parties on the bus, where these poles, you can't see the poles here, but the poles were being used by young ladies, and smoking and doing other things, smoking and other stuff on the bus. You can't do that. You can't do that. Y'all see these cameras? We got cameras on the inside and outside of these buses, and they can't be altered. You can't just cover them up. We had people covering up cameras, and we had to dismiss them. Had to dismiss them from the program, because you get warning, but once you get warnings and you still do it, then you get dismissed from the program. So there are things that you can and cannot do in this program. These companies are putting $100,000 on the line. They're investing in you. You understand? That's the whole kit and caboodle of this whole thing. It's somebody else's money. Now, again, if you are putting your own money in, if you have $100,000 and you put your own money up, you don't have to answer to nobody. None. Zero. You don't have to do a thing. You don't even have to go through our school. You can just put your money on the table and say, hey, coach, build me a bus. I'll build you a bus. I'll put my guys on a bus, lickety split, get you built and get you on about your business. If you got $100,000 to get a bus built. Because right now we've all but dismissed all of the lower end. We have no more used buses. We don't do used buses at all. We don't do any of the lower end buses. We don't do them at all. Our buses start at $100,000. I tried to get a lower grade, a $50,000 bus in. We couldn't make it work. All of the stuff that we were putting on these buses, the numbers were not rationing out. They were not adding up. Because I had a young lady that came and said, hey, I got $50,000. Can you build me a bus? And we tried to make it work. We couldn't. So I told her, well, and that was 50 grand. That was $50,000. That happened twice, as a matter of fact. That happened twice. Because I had a gentleman, an older gentleman, who was not interested in doing the program. He was not interested in working with a sponsor and going out and doing this program. After he literally just wanted to have a bus sitting in his yard, and he can go and get on the bus and drive out to his buddy's house and do their hair, and drive to a couple of other clients that he wanted to keep, because he was an older gentleman. He just wanted to drive out to his client's house and just do their hair, off and on whenever he felt like it. And I said, okay, well, that's fine. That's what you want to do. You can't do that with our program, but you can do it on your own time. Our program is for workers. Our program is for hardcore people that's wanting to do something with their life, that's wanting to actually get out here and make money. Our program is for millionaires. We make millionaires in our program. Okay, millionaires are the ones that are getting out here and going and getting it. Okay, so you're looking for a retirement bus. You're looking for a retirement bus. That's fine. No, we can come on, we can build that for you. But he said he had 50 grand. That's all. That's what he was willing to spend on it. And this was way before, and we actually tried to do that, and we couldn't make that work. But then recently we had the young lady. She was an older lady too. I think she was kind of on the same tip. But we tried to make it work with her. Couldn't work. We're putting in upper scale generators that are hooked to solar panels on the top of our buses. And now we have the solar panels that are being installed on the new buses that go in and that are hooked up to the regular engine that runs all the time, or the electric engine. So it needs a lot of power. So we got the solar panels that are open flat like this, and then some open up like that to turn from 2 panels into 4. And then they're double stacked full. So in total, you have 8 panels on top of your bus. So that's expensive. That's not cheap. That whole system is not cheap. We got a push button deal that you just press the button and it opens up the solar panel. And now instead of having, and some of them just slide open like that on a regular rail. I like those best because I have less problems out of those. But my engineers, they're wanting it to look really, really cool, so they like to open. But I think we're going to stick with the sliding. Just depends one. But either way, y'all will see that when you go through the school, because we have all of that in there. You press one button and now you're generating XYZ amount of power. But then once it opens up, it reveals another set of panels. Now you're doubling your power input. Now you've increased the amount of power that you're generating. Now you have double the power. That's expensive. The batteries that are on board that harvest that power that you're generating are expensive. The hookups, the wiring, just the matter of fact, I'll tell you a real thing, because we're gonna get up out of here shortly, guys. I just need to do this real quick to archive this information. But the water on board, we have a customized proprietary water system on our buses that's behind this panel back here. And the water system has a filtration system on it. So when you're putting water in, it's not just water from the tap that you're using to shampoo your clients' heads or using on their hands for pedicures, manicures, or whatever, or facials or whatnot, or even just to wash your hands or flush the toilet. This is filtered water, actual filtered water that you use, extremely clean. And then if you have the IP system or the ionic system that's like on my bus or on the higher end buses, guys, that's a $5,000 system by itself. And when you add on the ionic system or the ionic filtration with the UV lighting on the inside of the tank that keeps the water clean of any contaminants, any impurities, any bacteria, any viruses, it cleans everything. It makes sure everything is pristine clean. It's cleaner than the water that comes out of your tap. It's cleaner than the water that you would get in a water bottle. It's cleaner than that. It's cleaner than the water that you buy in a store in the water bottles. Our water on our buses is cleaner than that. You can take the little water testers, because we do it all the time. We do it literally once every 2 or 3 months. We check water purity and make sure that our buses is the best. And we got video on that. We can prove what we say. We don't. I was gonna say we don't F around. We don't F around. We got video showing the different water purities and what we use on our buses. That water is cleaner. That's on our buses. That is cleaner than water that you would buy out of store in water bottles. On our buses, on our mobile salons. That's how strong. That's just the tip of the iceberg, guys. We use really high end stuff on our buses. Y'all will see it when we launch it. Not this bus. This bus is a show bus. This bus is just for us, like a studio. Y'all will see it on our new buses because they're under contract. We can't show that type of stuff, but we're about to. Our contract is about to come mature, and we're going to show all the stuff that we have. We have our contracts, we have our patents, we have our protection, our copyright, all that stuff. We're going to show it all, and we'll be able to duplicate it and put it out on the street so everybody can take advantage of it. We are looking for the best of the best. We're looking for the top notch. We're looking for the people that are real. Oh, and I was talking about the 50 grand. These buses are expensive. They're not, we can't do it for 50 grand. We can't. So for everybody that are coming, that are calling, and you're looking for a cheap bus, that's not us. Do not call here. Please, just don't call here. If you're looking to get into, literally have $5,000 down to put in towards your bus, and then looking to get into a $100,000 bus tomorrow, do not call here. We're not the place for that. Okay, you're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to prove. You're gonna have to get into these buses. Okay, so if that's what you're looking for, don't call. Keep your money in your pocket, please. Keep your money in your pocket. We do not want it. We don't want it. You're coming. You're beating a dead horse. You're running up the wrong street. This company, Mobilon, Mobalon, Mobilon is the wrong company for you. Go and look for someone else. Okay. Our buses are $100,000. Period. That's where they start. Our buses are $100,000. Our school is $5,000 to get in, and it gets you into our program to get your bus financed. The $100,000 bus to get you financed, and you will be working with sponsors that will be partnering with you to go through this program with. That's how we get you financed. If you're looking for anything else, this is not it. This is not it. Please do not call. Do not fill out our application. Do not contact us. You're on your own. And I say that as respectfully as I can, guys. And I promise you, if y'all were getting the phone calls that I'm getting, y'all would be way worse than what I am right now. This is mild. This is tame behavior and literally just calm. This is calm. Y'all would be irate if y'all was getting the type of phone calls, the type of connections, the type of people that are contacting and just oblivious. All I'm saying is, if you're looking for something other than what we're supplying, this is not the place. Go somewhere else. Call someone else. Keep your money in your pocket. We do not want it. Keep your money in your pocket. We do not want it. We do not want to deal with you. Please go and do something else. If you don't have the heart, you don't have the professionality, if you don't have the ability to do the work, do not call here. This is not for you. And for the people that are calling, please do not take my tone to be disrespectful. I don't know you yet. I don't know you yet. And most of my calls right now are ending up being knuckleheads or empty brains or crazy people, or just throwed off individuals who have no money, no prospects, no ability to do this business, this job. This is a millionaire maker, guys. This is a millionaire maker. Okay. This is not a hole in the wall barbershop where you used to go into the shop and they smoking in the corner and shooting dice and you barely making enough to pay your bills. That's not this. That's not this. This is a whole different game. This right here, this right here is you going to actual celebrities. This is a unit that rolls to actual high-end people, high-end clientele. This is what this is. This is not the hood bus. If that's what you're wanting, don't call me, because that's not what I have. I don't have that for you. If you're looking for the hood bus, if you're looking for the hookup, don't call me. I don't have it. $5,000 is what you need to get started. And the ability to go through the school is what you're going to have to do. And the ability to work a program that works with sponsors is what the requirement is. Once you reach that, once you're done, you can get on the bus. You can get on the bus. No problem. We got the best, absolute best program ever that's ever been created for the barber beauty industry. The best. Nobody can beat us. None. I guarantee you, and I dare anybody come and challenge me on this program. Anybody can challenge me. I don't give a damn. Put your money up against my money. I guarantee you, I will slaughter you. You will be done. This you, if a y'all gotta understand. I put a lot of money into this thing, millions of dollars. Okay, I could have kept that money in my pocket and retired and literally not worked a day, another day in my life, and been super fine. I could just live the rest of my days enjoying my time with my family, and my kids be good, and my kids be good, and all that. I could have did all that, but I chose this path because this is a path that's going to change the entire industry. It's going to hook up a lot of people. It's going to make a lot of changes that are going to be beneficial to everybody, including myself and my family. But if you are not the type of person that can work this business, or if you're not the type of person that's willing to go to work, be professional, and respect what we got, please keep your money in your pocket and do not call me. I'm taking, and guys, my phone is ringing right now. I'm taking all calls. I'm taking all calls. I'm telling people right out the bat, if you call here and I spend less than 3 minutes on the phone, it's because you're not the type of person we're looking for. Our customers deserve better than that. We got customers that are paying $50 to $100 to $200 per head for a haircut. Some even more. For a haircut, they deserve the best possible, period. They deserve the best. They deserve the best. So if I give them you and you're trash, then I'm disrespecting the client. I hope this information finds you well. I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. And if you take offense, then you're not the person that we're going to be working with, or we want to work with anyway. If you take offense, then you're probably the person that's doing the violation in the first place. We're not looking for you. Trust me, guys, I'm gonna be this way from here on out. I'm gonna be this harsh and this vigilant from here on out, because the people who do deserve this program, I'm here to serve. I'm here to make sure that you get exactly what you deserve the whole way through. You're going to get exactly what you deserve because you worked for it. You've earned it. So Coach is going to work for you. Coach is going to make sure that you get all of the benefits that you are supposed to get. I make sure of that. Even if I got to come out of my own pocket, I'm going to make sure that. Customers, same thing. I'm going to make sure that you get what you deserve. If you're paying top dollar and you're getting on our buses, and you're being respectful and handling your business and following procedure, I'm going to make sure that you get the absolute best service and experience that you deserve. The absolute best. I promise you that. That's on my word. If you don't get it, all you got to do is call me. My phone number is everywhere. All you have to do is call me and I'll make it right. All right, guys. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll be back. I got some other stuff. I'll be back, and we got a ton of things that are happening right now, guys, that are game changers for this industry, and I'm gonna share them all with you on this channel, on this show. All right, I'm Ronnie Mac on the Shops Salons Network, the MrHairArt Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network, bidding you guys peace and blessings. Please take care of yourself, and if you can, take care of someone else. If you haven't signed up to the Mobile Salon Network, go to mobilesalon.com. At the top of the page is the application. Click on that application and fill it out. Click on the application and fill it out. And someone will contact you. If everything looks good, everything is good to go, someone will contact you and we'll get you going. Okay, we'll let you know what the next steps are. Please have everything ready to go. Have your money ready to go. Please don't just call, I just want some information. Go on the website and get the information. If you're not ready to make a move right now, please keep your call to yourself. Please keep your call until you're ready to make a move. That's another thing. We're getting tons of phone calls of people that just, hey, I just want to get some information. Okay, I understand that, but we're trying to do something right now. We're trying to work with people that are ready to go right now, that are actually trying to make a move right now. If you're just looking around, if you're just here to kick the tires, hold off. Just hold off on that. We got a whole program for you. We got a whole program for you. It's the Mobile Salon dealership. That'll be where you guys can come in and look at buses, get on board, all that type of stuff. You can waste as much of your time as you like. You can waste as much of your time. We got videos coming out. We got instructionals. Our whole website is going to be designed and set up to explain everything you need from tip to toe. You will have it all at your fingertips. That way you won't have to call in and talk to one of our reps for 30, 40 minutes, sometimes an hour, and then get off the phone and say, I'll think about it. Or let me talk to my husband, or let me talk to my wife. You just wasted all of that guy's time. He could have been working with someone that's literally trying to sign up today. But he was wasting his time on you. That's like somebody getting in your chair, literally setting an appointment to get in your chair, and then all they want you to do is examine their hair and look at it and see what all you can do with it, and then they'll set an appointment next month or in 2 or 3 months. You're not going to want to do that. You're not going to want to waste your time setting an actual appointment and spending 30 minutes looking and examining someone's hair and talking it over of what all you're going to do, and then set an appointment for next month or 2 months or 3 months down the line. You're not going to want to do that. Same thing here. We want to work. We're working with people that are ready to make a move. And again, I'm not discrediting anybody that want to get information. We're setting that up right now. We're setting it up right now. If the information that you need is not on our website, we're coming with it. We're coming with it. Just hold what you got. Just hold what you got. Because that's a lot of money and that's a big responsibility. And we don't want anyone jumping in to that type of responsibility willy-nilly. We want you to have the information that you need to be able to make the decision that you need to make. On top of it being 100% money back guarantee, you're covered either way. All right, guys, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm working on our structure and setting up and getting it to where we can actually go, quick. So prepare yourself for that. We're on it. We're on it. All right, guys, I appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow. Please be careful out there, and remember our motto: respect yourself. Oh, and if you haven't donated, go donate. Guys, we're doing our donation right now. We're close. We're close right now. So go and donate to our charity, HHH, charity.org. Okay, stand for the Haircuts for the Helpless and Homeless. We need those donations. We're trying to hit a goal here. Go to the website. You'll see all the information about it. All right, guys, please be careful out there. Remember our motto: respect yourself, because image is everything. Peace. all the way.